Customer Care Manager at Process Technology. I'm excited to be a part of this year's 40 Under 40. At Process Technology, I'm in charge of the customer care team where we process quotes, enter orders, and deal with any quality questions that our customers may have. For me, it's critical to really understand my products so that I can make the best recommendation for our end users to optimize their process. The key to success in this industry, I believe, is understanding the impact that our products have on our end users and finished goods.
Hi, my name is Connor Calais. I'm an application specialist with Hubbard Hall. Been working here for about 4 years. So I did my undergraduate in chemistry and math and went on, thought I wanted to get a PhD. So I went and worked for a research group out of Carolina for about a year or so. Decided I really didn't want to continue with education at that point. I was kind of looking for something to get me in some sort of chemical industry and kind of actually stumbled upon a job with Hubbard Hall and didn't really know what I was getting into, but it was a job, so I took it, and from there I kind of started to learn more about the industry and different applications and find out about the different niches that they occupy. What excites me most is kind of seeing how there's a lot of changes on the front, whether it be from just product efficiencies or environmental objectives, and seeing how we can use chemistry in a more sustainable and efficient way to meet the challenges that the market's presenting. So some advice I'd give someone that's kind of looking to get into this industry is just kind of be open to a lot of different areas that you get to learn about, be inquisitive and kind of engaged and interested in learning about a bunch of different applications, and really focused on finding solutions and thinking outside of the box and finding innovative ways to meet people's needs or demands.
My name is Brian Korecki. I work for Bulk Chemicals and I'm an account manager there. So a little bit about my background. I'm actually the third generation into the powder industry. My dad is still involved. He was in for 38 years. My grandfather was very heavily involved too, especially with PCI. And that's kind of how I got my introduction. So I started in finance and made an easy transition into the powder industry. So I think the part that excites me the most about working in this industry is getting a chance to do a little of a mix of everything. So you get a chance to do a lot of hands-on, do a lot of networking, and also a lot of education. So the big thing for me is being able to kind of bring all that together for the best results of all the customers and everybody that I meet. Probably the best advice I'd give to anybody, especially somebody young trying to get in the powder industry, is utilize the networking capabilities of PCI, CCAI, and also within whatever company you're actually involved in. So there's a lot of what I would consider tribal knowledge involved here. So a lot of senior people that, again, I would work with, pick their brains. There's a lot of knowledge, again, from the experience that they've had. And you can bring that to the new technologies. So the kind of the merger between the two pretty much helps you on a really good key and a great path for success. So that's what's worked great for me, and I always recommend everybody to kind of take advantage of it.
Hello, my name is Michael Manick, and I'm the operations manager at Miller Plating in Medina, Ohio. I would like to thank Products Finishing for inducting me into this year's class of 40 Under 40. My day as an operations manager consists of many facets of the surface finishing industry. It is definitely not limited to, but includes quoting, sales, quality, maintenance, HR, and then a little bit of everything that is required to run an effective plating shop on a daily basis. My beginnings in the surface industry started as a parts inspector over a decade ago. I quickly rose through the ranks as a crane operator next, and then after that I learned more skills, and it opened me up for better positions such as sales and quality. To be successful in this industry, proper training, hard work, and dedication are required. Jump in, get your hands dirty. Chances are, if you want to learn and show that you have the drive and dedication, an employer will notice that, and you can be successful in this industry.
Hi, my name is Jan Patton, and I'm a research chemist here at Metal Chem in Greenville, South Carolina. My key responsibilities in the Research and Development Department are to perform lab work associated with the development of new products and assist to develop plating cycles for the surface finishing industry. I also perform lab work assistance for technical support and analyze competitive products. I got my start in finishing when I interned here at Metal Chem the summer of 2013 and through my senior year at Wofford College. I fell in love with customer-driven research and the team here so much that almost 10 years later, I'm still researching for the surface finishing industry. I think the key to success in this industry is persistence. Persistence to refine and optimize the processes and products to create resilient yet sustainable products and robust processes. At the core, I think you need to be a skilled problem solver, creative, and adaptive. My advice for those pursuing a career in this industry or just getting started is to link arms with a team in this business who shares similar values, has strong work ethic and integrity as you do, and be the team player who you would want to work with.
Hey everyone, this is Mick Reikus, the VP of Engineering for Associated Finishing. We are a job shop, powder coater, paint shop with 4 locations in Minnesota and then a 5th in North Carolina. And as VP of Engineering, I oversee maintenance, safety, and research and development, basically making sure our equipment stays running, our employees stay safe, and then managing continuous improvement projects. I got my start at AFI in 2010, running a small batch washing system. And then in 2013, I did an engineering internship looking at streamlining different processes throughout the facilities. And then after a brief stint at Caterpillar, I came back in 2015 to take on the facilities manager role and am now the VP of Engineering. So when I look at success in this industry, I think it comes down to 3 things. The first being quality, and then production and throughput, and then third, continuous improvement. So quality is number 1. You've got to paint good parts. Anytime you paint a bad one, you're going backwards. Second, production and throughput, very important to our customers. They have to have short lead times. And we've set up our equipment to be very flexible for the customer, and we've got very flexible employees as well that make that happen. And then third, continuous improvement, research and development. Really the only way you can stay ahead of the rising costs in the industry, whether that be utilities, cost of labor, or cost of raw materials. You've got to continually get more efficient with all of those things to be successful. And then if I was just to talk to somebody getting into the industry, my thoughts to them would be just be reliable, be motivated, work extremely hard, always try to add value to your work regardless of what that may be. If you always show up, always support your team, and put in hard work and dedication, I think your opportunities are endless. It's a growing field. It's a needed field. It's never going away. I think if you work hard and put in the time, you'll be successful and blessings will come your way.
Hi, I'm Toby Varland, Vice President of Technology at Varland Plating in Cincinnati, Ohio. My key responsibilities here at Varland are oversight of all things technology. One of the biggest components of that is industrial automation, which we do almost entirely in-house. For decades, Varland has prided itself on kind of being a leader in the plating industry in terms of automated plating lines, and I'm very proud to say that that's something that I oversee and work on a daily basis. As you may have guessed, I got my start in the plating industry because it's a family company. My great uncle started this company in 1946 along with some partners, and I'm a 3rd generation employee. My grandfather began working here in the mid-1950s, and my dad has worked here for the last 45 years. I've been here for a little over 20 years, ever since I graduated high school, worked part-time through college twice, and came back after I graduated both times to continue my career here. When asked about the keys for success in the finishing industry, I think it's a lot like most other industries, but for me, one of the big keys has been to never get complacent and never feel like things can't be improved. I think it's important to reflect on our successes and to celebrate those things, but it's also important to realize that there's always ways to keep pushing. There's always ways to keep making things better, keep coming up with new ideas, keep being creative. People sometimes feel like it's weird that I say being creative is a key trait in my particular job when it comes to technology, but I think almost any job, that's another thing that is important. So I think I would say being creative and never getting complacent, never being satisfied that you're done. I think that's basically the same advice that I would give to somebody starting out in this industry. In order to apply those thoughts and apply that idea of never feeling like you're done, a big thing is finding what makes this industry fun, or if not fun, at least interesting for you. I think it's easy to be fascinated by the plating industry because we all come into contact with parts that are plated every day, all throughout the day. And to me, it's really exciting to be able to be involved in an industry that has so many practical purposes and that makes people's lives better on a daily basis. So I think that's what I would tell somebody starting out. Is it may not have the initial appeal of helping people like being a doctor or something like that, but this is a key industry in our country. It supports manufacturing in this country, and beyond that, it's something that we all depend on, that we all rely on. So it's a fun industry to be a part of. Thanks a lot.